Hello viewers, welcome to Maggie's classes. We are continuously uploading various videos regarding chemistry and we have solved many questions related to the topic. In this video we are going to discuss about the polarography. Polarography is a electrochemical analysis technique and this technique is again classified into three types. One is electrogravimetry, another one is coulometry, and third one is the voltammetry. The voltammetry again classified into two main categories. One is polarography, another one is a cyclic voltammetry. Polarography is also said to be the subclass of voltammetry. Here, all the vital topics of polarography, and we will discuss various questions asked from competitive examinations also. Let us move into polarography in detail. So the polarography is developed by the scientist Sepeta and Haveros. So it is a polarography setup. It consists of two electrodes. One is cathode, another one is anode, connected to the battery. So the cathode is a dropping mercury electrode, and it is a working electrode or indicator electrode or micro electrode. And anode is the reference electrode. It is nothing, it is a mercury pool. It is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So one is polarizable, that is dropping mercury. DME is the polarizable and it is non-polarizable. Here the container consists of mercury along with analyte. So it is the substance we are going to know. The solution consists of an analyte and a supporting electrolyte. Okay, so the polarography is a study of solutions or electrode process by means of electrolysis with the two electrodes. One is the polarizable and another one is the unpolarized. So when electricity is passed, when voltage is passed, what happens? So the current is applied to the system. Okay, here the three phenomena are taking place. One is the migration of ion towards the cathode. So when the current is applied and the means of potential, voltage is applied, what happens? Here the potential difference taking over. The positive ions moves towards the cathode. So there are positive ions from analyte and positive ions from the supporting electrode. Supporting electrode, it is the alkali metal halides, that is sodium chloride, KCl, rubidium chloride. The movement of the ions towards the cathode takes place. And some impurities also present in the analyte. The impurities moves towards the cathode, gets reduced. By means of the reduction of impurities and the movement of this ion towards the cathode, the current is produced. So first of all, by applying voltage, what happens? The migration of ions towards the cathode. Impurities present in the solution also gets reduced, and the diffusions of the ions also takes place. That is, the diffusions is due to the presence, due to the concentration gradient, the higher concentration to lower concentration. And some convection current also produced, that is by means of heat. So by migration, by diffusion, and by convection, the currents are produced. By increasing of voltage, what happens? The current is produced simultaneously. By the examination of the voltage and current, we have obtained the graph that is called a polarogram. Why it is called a polarogram? This current is produced by the polarization of the electrodes, and so the graph is also called a polarogram. Okay, here the question. This is the here the question is the electrode used in polarography. So what is the electrode here used? So we now reveal that it is dropping mercury electrode. The option is C. Okay. So the vital topics of polarography are details of polarogram. So the typical polarogram is given in x-axis voltage and y-axis current. Graph A to B is called residual current, and point B to C, it is diffusion current, and C to D, it is called limiting current. Okay. So first one is the residual current. So it is the first initial part of the. So I have already told that voltage is applied. What happens? There will be three phenomena. One is the migration, that is all positive ions to the negative electrode. What are the positive ions present in it? One is the positive ions from analyte and the positive ions from the supporting electrolyte, that is NaCl or K. So migration of all positive ions to the negative electrode. So the migration currents are produced. Why this current is produced? Because of the impurities present in our analyte is reduced. So it is called a Faraday current. And another one is polarization. That is, the movement of the analyte positive ions towards the DME is prevented by the supporting electrolyte because it is in excess quantity. So it forms Helmholtz electric double layer around the dropping mercury, small mercury drops. So it is non-Faraday current. So the migration current is due to the reduction of the impurities present in the analyte and the formation of Helmholtz electric double layer by the supporting electrolyte. So what about the analyte? The movement of analyte towards the cathode is prevented by the supporting electrolyte. Okay. Then the movement of the positive ions in the analyte. So that is called diffusion of the positive ions against the concentration gradient. Here the point is very important. So because of the concentration gradient, the positive ions present in the analyte move from one place to another place towards the cathode. Okay. Then convection current. So this is due to the heat produced because of the voltage is applied. So it is minimized by the controlled estimation. So totally the migration current is due to the reduction of the impurities and the diffusion current is due to the movement of the positive ions from the analyte. So in the residual current is only due to the due to the migration current. So it is slowly rises to the point. So A to B. Next is the diffusion current. So what is diffusion current? In the polarigram, the area of the portion from B to C is the current portion is called diffusion current. How it arises? This arises because of the deposition potential of the analyte ions. When the EMF of the external potential is equal to the deposition potential of the analyte ion, what happens? All the cations gets reduced at the surface of the cathode at DME. So as a result, the current starts to increase from B to C. So this current is due to the reduction of the analyte ions. So this is directly proportional to the concentration of our analyte. So as a result of reduction, the indicator electrode becomes depolarized by analyte ions and gets discharged. And so the electrons are released. The current is suddenly raised is observed. So this is called diffusion current. It is defined as the current produced as a result of redox process of electrode surface when the migration and convection currents are completely eliminated. The diffusion current ID is used to calculate the concentration of the analyte. So it is used in the quantitative analysis. So the familiar equation is Ilkovic equation. That is ID is equal to 607 n c d power 1 by 2 m 2 by 3 and t power 1 by 6. The number 607 arises from the combination of constants Faraday, temperature and pressure of the DME. And for the precise measurement of this experiment, we need the temperature control of plus or minus 0.2 degrees Celsius, otherwise the conversion current arises. And N is the number of electrons involved in the reduction process, and C is the concentration of the analyte in the millimolar per liter, and D is the diffusion coefficient of the analyte. And T is the drop time in second, and M is the mass of the mercury dropped through the capillary tube. It is in milligram per second. So in this problem, polarographic analysis, the role of supporting electrolyte is to minimize. Now the residual current, the convection current due to the heat, and diffusion current due to the concentration gradient. And the residual current is the sum of the Faradic and non-Faradic current of the residues, that is impurities present in the analyte. So it is the supporting electrolyte is used to minimize the migration current. How it minimize the migration current? For reduction of the analytes in the solutions, the supporting electrolyte get reduced to minimize the current. Your answer is migration current. This question from 2006. Your answer is A. Next one, the working electrode in polarography is a direct question. So it is, your answer is C. The next topic is the limiting current. So limiting current is the portion of the polarigram from C to D. So why this limiting current graph? At the point C, what happens? All the analyte ions present in the analyte is completely reduced. So the supply of analyte ions from the bulk of the solution to the indicator DME is equal to the rate of the deposition. The positive ions of the analyte ion gets deposited at the anode. The concentration of undischarged cadmium ions, that is analyte ions, at the microelectrode surface negligibly small. So as a result, a small current is raised. This is because the movement of the analyte ions towards the electron. Consider the following statements regarding diffusion current at a dropping mercury electrode from CSIR, June 15. The correct statements are: it does not depend on mercury flow, the statement A. It depends on drop time and depends on the temperature. So it is based on the Ilkovic equation. That is, the diffusion current is equal to 607 NCD power 1 by 2 M2 by 3 T power 1 by 6. The first statement A, it does not depend on the mercury flow, so it depends on the mercury flow. That is M. This is the mass of the mercury passing from the capillary tube. So it does not depend on the mercury flow. It is an incorrect statement. Then it depends on the drop time. So the time is there. So it is a correct statement. It depends on the temperature. So no temperature is given, but 607 is the combination of temperature and the Faraday and the pressure of the DME. So it depends on temperature, correct statement. So the correct statements are D, B and C. So your answer is D. Half-wave potential. So what is half-wave potential? See the graph. So it is half of the diffusion current. That is, when I is equal to ID by 2, you can say the potential is equal to E half. The potential at which the half of the total metal ions present in the electrolyte are reduced is called half-wave potential. So it is the characteristics of the metals. By using half-wave potential, you can find out the nature of the electrolytes. So it is used in qualitative analysis. It's the characteristics of metal ions. So polarography is used in qualitative analysis. The problem: the potential corresponding to the half the current in the parallelogram is called the half-wave potential. It's a direct question by means of definition. TRV PG 2012. Your answer is B. The next one: the half-wave potential in the parallelogram of an analyte gives information about the nature of the analyte. The concentration of the analyte is obtained from the diffusion current. Nature of the analyte is obtained from half-wave potential. Your answer is B. It is question TRB, lecturer in engineering college and polytechnic, 2005. Answer is B. The next one: the cathode used in polarography. So in polarography, cathode is a DME and anode is a mercury pool. So direct question, it is TRB Polytechnic 2012. Your answer is A, DME. So there's a false statement in polarography technique. It is a question from CSIR. So oxygen is removed. So you have known that in the experimental setup, oxygen must be removed by adding nitrogen. Otherwise it gives its own polarogram. It would interfere the diffusion current. And the second one, dropping mercury electrode is working electrode. Correct statement. And ID, diffusion current is proportional to the concentration of the electrolyte species, correct statement. And the fourth one, residual current is made zero by adding supporting electrolyte. It is false statement. Here the residual current need not to be made by zero. So that is fourth one. The next question from GATE 2017. Here the various ID values are given, two ID values are given, and the concentration is in the question. In the first concentration, C, the diffusion current is 300, and by raising 0.1, the diffusion current is 900. By relating ID is directly proportional to C, you get your answer is 0.05. Okay. Then gelatin is added during polarography measurement carried out using DME. Why gelatin is used? So it's a question from CSR December 18. Your answer is A. That is reducing steaming motion of the mercury drop in the polarography. In the previous questions, why the gelatin is added to the polarography technique. So the new concept, polarographic maxima. The current from A to B and B to C, it is a diffusion current, and from C to D is a limiting current. In some cases, what happens, the diffusion current increases like this. So it is called a maxima. This is called a polarographic maxima. This polarographic maxima arises due to the steaming of mercury drops. That is, from the DME, the drops are one over by another. So it is called steaming. So because of the steaming, the ID is raised. Okay. To measure the true ID, we have to reduce the maxima. So to reduce the maxima, we have added the surface stuffs, that is dye stuff, like gelatin, methyl red, ethyl cellulose, Trinox 100, etc. So in the previous questions, we have discussed why gelatin is added. The gelatin is added to minimize the polarographic maxima. Otherwise, we tell that the steaming of mercury. Steaming is nothing, the drop over by 1 over. So what happens when it is added? It forms adsorb layer on the aqueous side of the mercury solution. It forms the adsorb layer on the aqueous side of the mercury solution, so that ID will be reduced. You have to note that when excess of dye stuffs are used, the ID will be also reduced. Then the question is, according to Ilkovic equation, the average diffusion current is directly proportional to the diffusion coefficient, M, mass of the mercury drop, and the concentration of the electrolyte. So direct question. So it is TRB Patrick 2006. ID is equal to 607 M. Here the mass, the average diffusion current is directly proportional to D. D 1 by 2, M 2 by 3, T 1 by 6. So the B is the correct answer. Okay, viewers, in this presentation we have discussed almost all the vital topics of polarography techniques and related questions. I hope that this is useful to you, and I also expect the valuable comments from you. Then if it is useful, please subscribe for the upcoming notification. Thank you very much.